everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I will be reviewing the SH Figure Arts Captain America. So I got this on Amazon, which it came here in 2 days. But if you want to, you can also get it on Big Bad Toy Store. So yeah, I think this figure is amazing. It is not my favorite, but one of my favorite figures that I own. So yeah, and the lightning effects, everything about this figure is amazing. The head sculpts aren't as bad as people say they are, and overall it's such a good figure and a beautiful figure. First, let's talk about the accessories. Here's what the figure comes with. So these are all the accessories that are in the box. So let's start from here over there. So it comes with this big lightning effect, which attaches to the hammer, Thor's hammer, or if you like to call it Mjolnir, which is what the hammer is called. And on the bottom, it doesn't fit. However, you have to match the shape so that it looks good. And here it is with the giant lightning effect. And this looks good on the figure. It's just too heavy and hard to pose him with, so that's why I just use 2 of them, which you'll see in a little bit. Here's the broken shield. It has a nice wash on top of it, which is just basically brown. And on the back it has 4 holes, which coordinates to the straps. And let me see. Here we go. Let's just put one of these on. The ones that are longer go to like this. If I can see. No, it doesn't go on this one. It goes on. No, it doesn't go on this one. Yeah, I was right. Sorry about that. So yeah, that goes in there like that, and then this loop piece goes here, like, and if I can put it, sorry, okay, there. And how you stick it on is just basically like, this does not make sense. Wait. Pretty sure the shield, if you're gonna put it on, is gonna have to go on like this. Which this thing, all these tend to come off very easily. These straps. And that's one thing I really do not like. But it has nice metal, or not metal, it's made out of plastic. And you can see where it broke with Thanos's glaive. There's a nice silver paint in the inside of it, and then brown straps. This looks nice. And then here's the second shield, or if you want to call it the first shield. This is the one where it's not broken. It still has the brown wash on top and the silver in the inside of it, and it works the same as it did before, which just is this hand right here, and then you put it on. There we go. Sorry for moving the camera. If I can even put it on. Sorry about that. There we go. And yeah, that just goes on like this. I have much more of a problem with this shield than the other one. It's harder to put anything on it. And if I can just do that, yeah, there we go. Oh, well, fits pretty good now. So yeah, that's how you put the shields on, and those are the hands with the straps. So yeah, it comes with two pairs, so both of these work on this shield. Only one of these I think work on this shield because it looks weird if you put it with one specific end. So yeah, that's all I have to talk about with the shields, which look good. They look like metal. Just if they were metal, they would have been heavy and hard for the figure to actually hold. And then it comes with 3 head sculpts. So the reason these have different neck pegs or neck, whatever you want to call them, because one of them have just a clear neck with no sculpted or painted helmet lines. This one does. This isn't connected to this. If I can, there we go. Yep. See? Now this is how it is on this one, and this one is clear from that. So yeah, that's the only difference between the necks. And the head sculpts don't look as bad as people make them seem. So the actual head sculpts look very not accurate to the likeness of the actor, but they look good enough. From some angles, you can get it to look almost exactly like him. It's just very hard because of the big nose, the space between the nose and the lip. I feel like the lip should be a little bit higher, but that's just, I don't know how to sculpt faces, of course. So yeah. And this, oh yeah, and I forgot to show this. The screaming head, or the grit teeth head, looks a lot more like, well, the likeness of the actor. As you can see, the lip is much closer to the nose. The nose doesn't really look as big. The reason that is because the nose would usually be scrunched. So yeah, this head sculpt I think looks a lot more better. Much better than the other one. It's just one eye looks to the side like that. So that's one problem with it. Now this head sculpt looks decent enough to the actor where if you were to show it from a couple angles, like that looks somewhat like him, it looks decently enough like the actor. So yeah, the only thing is the gold hair. The gold hair doesn't look, or doesn't sit right with me. It doesn't look good. I think it should have been more of a normal blonde. And yeah, and then the line here too. I won't be using the unmasked head just for my display, but it looks decent enough. So here are the lightning pieces with the Mjolnir, which is the side pieces. So yeah, how you put them on is you have to match the shape with them again. If I can do this right now. There we go. These are super hard to take off. I think I might just demonstrate putting one on. Oh no, I mean, I can do both. Yeah, that's fine. Okay. So you have to match the shape and coordinate each one. So these two have the top on them, and this one also does. So you can put this one in there easily enough. And this one, of course, has the little line on there. And this one also has a line indents inside. Sorry about my nose. So yeah, this looks good and fully powered up. Let me see. Okay, I think this goes like. Okay, I have to take this piece off. There we go. And there we go. So fully powered up with all the lining looks amazing, but with all of this, it's very heavy for the figure to hold. I'm having a little trouble holding it myself. So yeah, that's that. The hands are just simple enough. These are to hold the hammer. These are to throw the shield, which if I can do that right now, I'm going to show how to do that. So you put this in the hole. What I recommend, you know what, actually, no, this is good enough, I think. I have to do this here. I can't really see it. There we go. So yeah, I'm hoping this goes this way. No, it's the wrong way. Okay. There we go. And then it looks like he would be either holding the shield or throwing the shield, which I used in my stop motion. It is very hard doing stop motion with this guy. He is like not loose specifically, but just like, I don't know, he just is like very floppy, which is very hard to put him back into the spot that he was in before. And then there's the fisted hands, and then there's these straps which you can put on. I'm pretty sure either of them, as long as you don't use them for something. And this one right here is to put on his back. If I can demonstrate through that real quickly. Yeah, you put this. I don't really recommend using it on this shield. But then there's this thing which I hate. Oh god, I think I lost it. No, I didn't. Wait a second. Yeah, I'm sorry. It's very small, and if you flick it out too much, it's like, so yeah, it's very small piece. That's where it goes. And then this, this goes into here. I'm sorry about the video being so long. Just, he has so many accessories that you need to talk about. So yeah, that's how it looks. It looks decent enough. I think it would look better with the full shield though. So yeah, I think that's all we need to talk about for, I lost it again. Yeah, that's all we need to talk about. I'll be looking for that right now. So next we'll talk about the paint and sculpt of the figure. So here is the figure again with the broken shield and Mjolnir. So yeah, now let's just talk about the paint and sculpt of the figure. Which this figure is dusty, and it obviously isn't real dust. It's painted on dust. But it looks very good. There's yellowing done to the white sections. I just wish the face had a little bit of blood or dirtiness to the actual face itself. The shield looks very nice. And I wanted this figure for so long. I just never got it because of how expensive it is. And then now I have the Iron Spider, obviously. So yeah, the head sculpt looks amazing. I don't think it looks nothing like Chris Evans, but I think it looks somewhat like him. And here is the star on his chest. The red sections are much more darker, and it's just a beautiful figure overall. And this is my first figure with drop down hips, besides the Egg Attack Spider-Man. But this is my first one with drop down hips that are like a normal shaped. Not to say that it's normal, but yeah. Now this is not my favorite figure. My favorite figure goes to the Iron Spider, because obviously Spider-Man is my favorite character. So yeah, the belt is done amazingly. The belt buckle, everything is done. A couple of things I have to complain about is the boots and how they don't have any articulation to them too much. because the ankles aren't on like the normal joints, I would say. So yeah, that's the only problem I really have with this figure. Besides that, there's not really much else to complain about. Maybe that one. I think this may be just on mine, but I'm not totally sure. Yeah, you have forearm swivel. I'm not sure if that's just on mine or if that's on other people's. If it's on other people's, then that's not really a complaint. But if it is just on mine, it may be because I kind of, when I didn't, I don't think I mishandled it, but it may be because I kind of forced the hand on there and took it off, because it is very hard putting that, interchanging the hands and taking them off as well. So yeah, that's all I really have to talk about for the paints and sculpt. The sculpt of the figure is amazing. It looks so good. I think this is the best Captain America that there is in general, besides the Marvel Legends Endgame and the Mayfix one that's coming out in the future. And I'm also, oh my god, I want that 2-pack with the Thanos and Iron Man and Fat Thor. So yeah. So now let's just talk about his. Let's just talk about his articulation. So I'm just gonna leave that on. Actually, I'm gonna use one on for this. Oh, and I forgot to mention, the actual hammer head comes off. I'm not sure if that's on mine. I'm pretty sure it's on everybody's. Just so you can easily take it off and put it on. It's much easier just taking it out of the hand, though. Honestly, so yeah, I am worthy. Put that over there. Okay, great. Oh well, that's coming off too. Put that over there. So yeah, now let's get into the head. Actually, I'm going to talk about how the other heads look. Just take that off without actually popping off the neck peg. Or, yeah, the head peg, or whatever you want to call it. The screaming head is my favorite one out of the bunch. It looks super good. I can't stop posing him. He has so much articulation in him to not pose around. Yeah. And then, this is one thing I have to complain about. It sometimes comes off with the actual neck peg. But it didn't this time. It doesn't usually come off anymore. But it used to. I'm going to put that back on and take off the neck, and hoping that it just comes off with the neck and not with the actual head. So yeah. And then here's the Chris Evans head on there. So you can see his blue eye. I think you can see his blue eyes. I'm not very sure. But that looks decent enough. But now let's put the masked head on there and see how the articulation works. So the articulation doesn't really change for anything. Yeah, just the head goes down that much, and just the head goes up that much. And of course there's a swivel to it. There's a side to side. With the neck peg, it goes down that much. And it stays the same. It stays about the same. And you get much more. Oh, actually, not much more. Head pivot. So the top torso just goes back that much. Actually, very far. It goes forward, not too much. And it has a swivel at the torso. Fully with both the joints. It goes back that much. It goes forward that much with the bottom one as well. It goes back much more than it does go in front. There's not much swivel here. If you want to put swivel in here, you have to arch it fully back and do that. And then you can't put it down. Which kind of sucks, but it's fine. And then the actual arm joints are on a butterfly. Have a butterfly joint. No bicep swivel. They go out that far. Go down that far. And it has like a pull down where you can get it farther. which I like about this figure, and no upper bicep swivel either. Double jointed elbows. The actual wrist is on a normal Mezco, and like just in general one of these Mayfex or SHF figures. So yeah, and then for the legs, they have drop down feature. Go out that much, go up that much, go back that much. Double jointed. Oh well. Also they have an upper thigh swivel, but when you go like that, it has a much more. So double jointed knees. No boot rotation. The feet go side to side like that. Go down, not too much at all. Go up, not much at all. No ankle pivot. And then toe articulation. So that is really it for the figure review. And there's not really much. I'm not gonna put the size comparisons because that's just gonna make the video much longer, and I have to take off my figures from the shelf, and I really don't want to do that. So yeah, yeah, that's all I have to talk about. Everybody have a good day, and I'll see you in the next video. There might be a video next week, I'm not sure, but yeah, goodbye.